with your sauce.
Grandma Rose, can I? Surprised you didn't.
You did.
You didn't know we were watching you, did you?
No. How long have I been on? Good
Just
grief.
2 or 3 seconds.
Oh,
But I want to ask you a question.
All right, what?
When you got this many ingredients as you got on this table,
Y'all,
let me show her logo, by the way, down here. That's one of her logos. She's got 2, but that's one of them. But how do you keep all this in your brain and separated?
well, I don't know. We're going to see if I can do it this morning.
Does a piece of paper help?
Huh?
Does a piece of paper help?
Piece of paper? No, not this morning it wouldn't. Well, yeah, I got it. I got a piece of paper right here. My daughter sent me this a year ago. And it's called Pico de Gallo, but I'm just calling it salsa, okay? Because some people don't know what Pico de Gallo is, and I didn't. I'm just calling it salsa. We're doing tacos today, and we're doing chicken tacos. We're doing pulled pork tacos. I already have my chicken. This was just a rotisserie chicken that I bought, and I chopped it up really fine. This is some pulled pork that I had in the freezer. I took it out and just heated it up. I keep several.
Yeah.
And
Help me get this picture in my mind. So we're going to have tacos in pico de gallo. What did you call it?
In salsa.
In salsa.
We're just
In
gonna
a
call
type
it-
of salsa.
This is my salsa. Yeah.
Okay.
Or Jill's. This is Jill's salsa. Now I'm cutting the recipe a little bit because I'm not making quite as much as the recipe calls for. And I've got my gloves on because I'm dealing with jalapeno peppers.
You're deconstructing jalapeno peppers.
I am. I've got my little chopper out here, and I've already chopped up 1 tomato. It's according to how fine you want yours or how chunky. If you want it chunky, take a knife. I have a knife over here. Here it is. Take a knife and cut yours if you want it chunky. All right. I'm using limes. I'm using green onions. Now it calls for rotel tomatoes. I did not have rotel tomatoes, so what did I do? I went to my pantry. I found some fire roasted tomatoes. Rotel, I think it's 10 ounces in the can, so I used half a can of my fire roasted, and I used half a can of my salsa verde mild, which is green chilies. Okay? Now I'm put this out of my way. Get that off my table. And that's what that is right there. I've mixed it. I've got cilantro, salt, pepper, red and yellow onions. Red and yellow peppers. I've got red onions. I've got a little bit of stevia here in case I want to sweeten it. I've got lime juice. Tomatillos. I'm going to put half red Roma tomatoes and half tomatillos. We love tomatillos. We grew them in the garden, and we learned to love them. So, I've already got a little bit of red onion that I had chopped yesterday or day before. And so I put it in the refrigerator, and I'm using that. And I'm going to do a little bit more, but I'm going to do it in my chopper here. So this will be about, it says 1 medium red onion. So probably what I'm going to do is this will be about the equivalent of 1 medium onion. So, and I've got a few tomatoes in there where they didn't chop up good. So I just put them back in my little chopper. And we're going to chop this up. Just like that. Okay. Now I'm going to dump that in there. Now, I'm going to do my tomatillos. Now, your tomatillos come with this little shell on them. So, what you do is you go down here like this. And you take that little shell off.
Tomatillos and lime are actually very delicious.
They are delicious. Now, I'm going to wash this because underneath that little thing, it had a little something. I guess it came off that little shell there. So I'm going to do these in my chopper. So I'm going to cut them up a little bit. Now that's what a tomatillo looks like on the inside.
Green tomato.
A green
seedy
tomato.
green tomato.
But it is so good. That is delicious, y'all.
All right, and that's without the lime, isn't it? Mm-hmm. It tastes sort of like a green plum, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. Kind of like a green plum.
A sweet green plum.
Yep. It's really good. We love tomatillos.
If you just slice them and drip just a little bit of lime on each slice and put them on the table, they will be gone.
They are so good. All right.
But lime on tomatoes sliced is delicious too.
Yep. All right. Now I'm going to do I'm making some of this a little chunky, some of it a little, that one didn't chop up good, so I'll re-chop it.
I'll eat it.
Now, I've already cut one of my jalapeños. I'm going to do mine in the processor here. If you want to do yours by hand, by all means, do yours by hand. Okay? All right. It calls for 4, but these are really big jalapeños. And there's a little heat in my green chilies. And Roy and I like a little heat, but we don't like a lot. So what I'm doing is I'm going to de-seed and take all that membrane out. Now, if you want yours hot, you leave the seeds in it and you leave that membrane in it. Okay. I gotta keep a check on my little taco shells in there. I don't want to I think I'm gonna turn my oven off and just let them sit in there. It just takes a few minutes for them to take the shape of that muffin, of a taco shell. Okay. All right, let me get all these membranes and all this seed out, because I don't want them in there. All right. A lot of people love jalapenos, but they don't like the heat. Roy grew cold jalapenos one time, and they were really good. They tasted just like jalapenos, but absolutely no heat. We do like a little bit of heat, but not much. Don't breathe. When you open that, don't breathe, because it will kind of choke you. All right. Let's see. I put 2. Now I'm gonna put my fire roasted tomatoes and my green chilies in. I'm going to save my green onions. I've got them out, but I'm not going to put them in right now. I need another Roma tomato, because I've only put 2 in. I want to put 3. That was 2 tomatillos, and this is going to be 3. Now I'll have the recipe for y'all in the description box. Okay. I'm going to do these up pretty fine because my fire roasted tomatoes are kind of chunky. Now if I had used rotel, they wouldn't be as chunky as my fire roasted ones are. But that's okay. We like chunky. Okay. Oops. All right. I think I'm through with this. I think. So I'll put it right there. I think I'm through with my gloves. Oh, no, I'm not. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, I hadn't put my peppers in yet. Let me get these jalapenos.
But they're not hot.
No, they're not. Oh, you're right. Y'all, sometimes my one-track mind gets off track.
Y'all see why she keeps me?
I'm telling you, yes. All right. I'm going to put a half of now you put as many of these peppers as you want in yours. But I'm going to put a half of a red pepper and a half of a yellow pepper.
And if you love the green, real
yeah,
green bell
if you
peppers,
like the green
get
bell
you some of
peppers,
those too.
by all means, use
Yeah,
those.
have at it.
But this particular recipe calls for red, yellow, or orange peppers. So I don't know if you consider that one a yellow. I say it's yellow because the orange ones are a little bit oranger.
That one's yellow.
Yeah. Sometimes the orange and the yellow kind of look a lot alike. So, but anyway.
Well, the orange ones often are yellow before they turn orange.
Yeah.
On some peppers.
All right. Let's get this. Okay. Whoop. That keeps wanting to slide. And I'm scared it's going to slide right off the table. All right. That's our red. And now we're going to get our yellow. If y'all hear that, I'm washing, and every time I wash, it sounds up here in this, in my sink in the kitchen. Okay. All right, I think, I gotta put my lime in when I get this done, my salt, pepper, and my garlic. Okay.
Are your tacos safe in the oven?
Oh, thank you, honey. Let me I turned my oven off, but yeah, I do need to get them out.
That's the neatest idea you got there,
Okay.
Rose.
See that?
Look at
All
that.
right, now I'm just gonna let them hang out right there and cool off. Okay. Y'all, my mama never owned a cutting board in her life. This is the way she did everything. She did her onions, whatever she was cutting up, she did it just like this. And do you know, this is what I did until I started my YouTube channel. I didn't use cutting boards. I did everything just like this. Because that's the way Mama did it. So, and still sometimes when I'm cooking, that's what I do. Okay. Ooh, that's pretty. All right. That's done. Now, let me get a spoon. Stir all this up. Look at that, y'all. Woo. Doesn't that look good? Now, if you don't want yours this juicy, chop everything by hand. But Roy and I kind of like, now there's a big piece of these fire roasted tomatoes. Like I said, they are a little bit chunky, but in all of this, it's gonna be really good. We're gonna like it like that. All right, I'm gonna put salt. That was pepper.
That was pepper. In fact, it was a good bit of pepper.
Yeah. All right. Salt to taste. Now, this is just to your taste. 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. To your taste. Now, if you want to put fresh garlic in it, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. I've still got to put my lime in it, but I think, and my cilantro.
Most salsa isn't really salty, though.
No, it isn't. I want a taste of that.
Sort of a raw flavor.
Yeah. Perfect. Perfect heat. Perfect.
We're on the right road, aren't we, girl?
Yes. All right. This is 1 lime, or 1/2 of a lime.
The juice from 1/2 a lime.
Juice from 1/2
You
of a
gonna
lime.
do another one?
Yeah. Okay. Let me juice it. These are some limes I had in the refrigerator. They're a little bit hard. I think somebody told me one time if I put them in the microwave, it would soften them up some.
They did. That was a comment.
It would soften them up some, but I didn't.
Your,
That worked pretty good.
Yep.
So
your viewers give you so many good comments.
they do. So many good comments. Y'all, yesterday, Roy and I went to the grocery store. And we got out of the car. And I noticed, all right, that's 1.5 limes. We got out of the car and I noticed this couple was in a van across the way from us. And they said, Grandma Rose, Grandpa Roy. They said, oh, our mom loves your channel. They love your channel. And come to find out that they live in Chester, where we used to live. My kids went to school in Chester, and they know some of my kin people. And so they said, can we take a selfie? So we got a selfie with some of our subscribers, y'all. And I would call their name, but I didn't get permission from them. So, but I'm gonna find out who they are and I'm gonna let y'all know. So that was a little fun thing yesterday when you go to the grocery, we went to the grocery store. It was just a little fun for us. All right, I'm gonna taste of it.
Not too long ago, she walked in Walmart and the greeter said, "Hi, Grandma Rose."
That's always fun. Okay, I have got 1 teaspoon of stevia here. Now this is where, if you don't want any sweetener in yours, leave it out. Roy and I like a little bit. And this is stevia mixed with erythritol. If I was using pure stevia, I'd do like an 1/8 or 1/16 of a teaspoon. Now that's pure stevia, not mixed with erythritol.
That's about the amount that an ice pick tip will pick up.
Yeah, just about. Now I'm double dipping because nobody's gonna eat this but us, maybe Mike. No, Mike won't, it'll be too spicy for him. Y'all, that is so good. Okay, I got to put my cilantro. All right, I'm just gonna take, if I can find them, my scissors. And I'm just going to kind of, now you put as much cilantro in yours. If you don't like cilantro, don't put it in there. I'm not really fond of it. Roy likes it. So I'm just cutting it really, really fine. Like this. And it calls for about 2 or 3 tablespoons. That's strong. So you just put as much in there as you want. And make your little pieces as big as you want them. Okay, now I've got that really folded, so that's a good bit of cilantro right there. That's probably a tablespoon.
I like this Pico de Gallo salsa. It is so good.
It's delicious. All right.
You can call it what you want to. You know, you don't have to call it Pico de Gallo. But it is so good with tacos and other things.
Y'all, this is, if you love homemade salsa, this is one of the best. This is the best.
Delicious, just with some kind of meat skin or chip, isn't it?
Oh yeah, with a chip, delicious. All right, I'm gonna get all this cleaned up. Then I'm gonna bring our chicken and our pulled pork over here and get our tortilla shells out. I made some guacamole yesterday, and This is some of the best guacamole. It's by my granddaughter Hannah. It's by her recipe. It's very, very simple, but it is so, so good. So I'm gonna get some sour cream out because Roy loves sour cream. And we're gonna show you how we eat our tacos. So we'll tell y'all. Now, I made some crackers, like I told y'all.
Put them in the microwave for about 45 seconds
Yep.
to a minute, depending on
Listen.
how hot your microwave
Listen.
is.
You hear that? That is a cracker right there.
Zero
Okay.
carb crackers.
0 carb. And I made my little shells
Want a bigger one? Use a bigger one.
and just break these ever how you want. Then just take a little salsa.
Oh my. You're ready to go if you just want crackers and dip in the living room for a ball game.
Or,
Oh my. You're gonna guacamole too?
a little guacamole. Now these, the reason they're chipotle. They're my favorite. There's about 5 or 6 different flavors that you can get in these. You can get original, you can get chipotle, you can get jalapeno, you can get what?
Spinach?
No, that's regular.
Oh, okay.
In these, you can't get the spinach. You can get several different flavors. So, you want to go ahead and fix yours, baby?
Sure.
I put Roy's in the microwave for like 20 seconds just to heat it up.
What should I do? Chicken or pork?
Pork.
Pork. Okay.
You love pork.
I do.
Y'all, this is so good.
All right, for you keto counters, this is just like us. We want low carb load, and here we got it.
All right, I'm gonna make the taco, but I'm gonna make mine with chicken. Now this whole video is about the salsa or the Pico de Gallo. Some people are gonna say, well, that's Pico de Gallo, that's fine. It's salsa to me, but you call it what you want to.
I call it Pico de Gallo.
All right, that's chicken. I'm gonna put, honey, you want sour cream?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of guacamole on mine. I love guacamole. I don't like avocados just to slice them and eat them, but I love guacamole. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit of the salsa. Now this salsa has just a little bit of heat, but not too much heat. Y'all, this is gonna be so good.
Whoa. Whoa.
Y'all, make you some of this. This is absolutely, trying to get it up where you can see it. This is absolutely delicious. So good.
Soft or crunchy taco, either way, it is absolutely delicious. This is really good.
Thank you, Jill, for sending me. Jill is my daughter that lives in Maine. And boy, this is good.
Just rub that taco shell in that Pico de Gallo juice. My
All right, y'all. You can do this with ground beef. This would be a wonderful, wonderful,
Good.
like party thing. Just have it all sitting around. You can do a charcuterie board with taco. So you can have different meats. You can have guacamole. You can have the Pico de Gallo salsa, sour cream, green onions, whatever condiments you want to go on yours. That would be a fun thing to do.
meat skins would be good with this too, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It would to me.
It would. Yeah. All right. Food feeds the family. Family feeds the heart. God feeds the soul. Make you some of this Pico de Gallo salsa. I'm putting salsa on it because I may be double naming it. That may be what Pico de Gallo means. I don't know. But anyway, It sure is good. So,
Finger exercise.
oh yeah, finger exercise. Hit the share button. Share it with some of your friends. Subscribe to my channel. Love y'all. See you next time.